lately she is developing passion in journalism and in writing as well. So she is Toastmaster since inception of this club. Very enthusiastic, has willingness to learn things and grow fast, and she is very presentable in terms of her voice, tone, and body language and attitude whenever she is well prepared. So let's all welcome Toastmaster Vashini as Toastmaster of the day with a big round of applause. Over to you, Toastmaster. The control of meeting number 85 is yours.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, President, for your wonderful information. It's my pleasure to serve as the Toastmaster of the day. So, it's my privilege and pleasure to welcome you all to the Mogape Marvels Toastmasters Club. For the benefits of the guests, I would like to explain the structure of the meeting. So first, before going into the meeting, I would like to say something. I would like to introduce the theme of the day. Let me explain the agenda of the meeting to the guest of today. Toastmasters meeting, like the theme of the day is good and bad luck. And let's go into the session. The first session is a prepared speech session. The second one is the table topic speech, which is conducted by Toastmaster Aishwarya. And the last evaluation session is also called as a feedback session, which is conducted by Sudandran Selvam. Yeah. And now I'd like to call upon the role players to introduce themselves. Before I start with the prepared speech session, let me talk about the theme of the day again. Once again, the theme of the day is good and bad luck. Considering the theme of the day, I would like to tell a short story. So once upon a time, there was a king. There was a wealthy and a crucious king named Chatur. He always used to surprise his subjects with his actions. Once he decided to test his fellow subjects. One night, he placed a huge stone right in the middle of the road, which directly goes towards his court. Early in the morning, when the king council was about to start, few of his fellow court council members were the first to come. Then then were the king's wealthiest merchants and then the subjects whose problems were to be solved. No, surprisingly, none of them tried to move the stone. So some started blaming the king, like saying for not maintaining the road, and all the subjects loved their king a lot. There was a potter in the town. The potter was an amazing artist as well. He made a beautiful statue of King Chatur, and that day he came to present into the king. As soon as he was about to enter into the court, he saw the stone, and he put the statue aside and tried to move the stone aside, and finally, after a lot of effort, he finally succeeded. See, this makes a good luck sign somehow. And a small bag was lying beneath the stone. He went inside the court towards the king. So, before telling this, what the king said, let me just start with the prepared speech session. So, today, Toastmaster Sachin is going to give his Pathway Dynamic Leadership Level 1 on the topic 5 super easy phone sales tips that works every time. And his evaluator, Toastmaster Ravindranath, is going to tell about the stages and objectives of Toastmaster Sachin's speech. So, I call upon Toastmaster Ravindranath. Sir?
You have to introduce general evaluator.
Oh, okay, sorry. Before going into that, I would like to call upon the general evaluator to tell about his roles and introduce his team.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Vasini. Good afternoon, Toastmasters of the day, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear guests. I am the general evaluator for today's meeting. Why the role of general evaluator is important? There needs to be someone who is responsible to observe a meeting and pick what the club did well, that is commendations, and what the club can improve upon. This is important for a club to thrive and function according to the guidelines provided by Toastmaster. As a general evaluator for the today's meeting, my role is divided into 3 parts. First part is to call upon the evaluators for their report on the prepared speeches. Second part is to call upon the tag team, that is timer, counter, and a grammarian for their respective reports. And finally, I shall give my general evaluation of the overall meeting. Before the prepared speeches, I would like to introduce the tag team. Let us welcome today's timer, Toastmaster Karthikeyan, to give us the timing guidelines for the evaluation session.
It's today Tejasvi.
Yeah, let us welcome today's timer, Toastmaster Tejasvi, yeah, to give us the timing guidelines for the evaluation session.
So thank you, Toastmaster, and I am Tejasvi, and I'll be playing the timer role for today. The timing protocols for prepared speeches. Okay, I'll just share my screen. Yeah, so the timing protocol for the prepared speeches is if you reach a 5-minute time limit, then you will see this green screen, and if you reach the 6-minute time limit, then you will see the yellow screen. One second. You will see this yellow screen, and when we reach the 7-minute time limit, you will see this red screen, and you will have extra 30 seconds to, and you'll also have an extra 30 seconds, and for those extra 30 seconds, you will see this. You'll see this screen. One second. You will see this screen for the extra next 30 seconds, and then when your time is over, then the screen will go out, and you will see this screen. Yeah, and so the timings for table topics will be 1 minute. At the end of 1 minute, you will see the green screen. At the end of 1.5 minutes, you'll see the yellow screen, and at the end of 2 minutes, you will see the red screen. Yeah, and you will have an extra 30 seconds to finish your speech. Yeah, thank you.
No, sir, you have to unmute. Yeah, okay.
Hello?
Yeah, now can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tejasvi.
Yeah.
Now may I call upon the counter reporter, Toastmaster Bharat, to give us his guidelines for the evaluation session.
Thank you, General Evaluator, sir. A very good evening to one and all present here. It's my privilege to be a tag role for the benefit of new guests and members. As an counter, it's my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers and count the number of unnecessary sounds or repetitive words used during speech, such as I mean, will be counted from my end. So I have a suggestion to overcome this verbal basis, like slowing your speed of your speech may reduce verbal pauses, because it makes easier to your brain to keep up. It doesn't have to be a drastic change. Even a modest reduction in speed may help. And speaking a little slower will improve the ability to audience to understand you as well. There are other ways to improve, which may work for many. Record your voice and listen to understand where you go wrong, and try to correct that. And second thing, like taking feedback from audience, maybe like at the end of the meeting I'll also show the account so that it may improvise your reduction of an verbal basis. Uh, and at the end of the meeting, I'll present my report to you all by calling upon General Evaluator Selvam sir. So have a good luck by practicing, not by serendipity. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. Now let me introduce today's grammarian, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran. Let us welcome to give us his guidelines for the evaluation session.
In Toastmasters meeting, people say speak up, whereas outside people say shut up, shut up. And good evening to one and all present here. It gives me great pleasure to be a grammarian for this meeting. Not only at Toastmasters meeting outside, but also not only in Toastmasters meeting, but outside also I'm a grammarian. Thanks to TMI, Toastmasters International, for giving me that skill. Recently, I was at the corporate office. I told the security that I have come for Toastmasters meeting. He promptly dialed the intercom and asked someone at the other end, is there a post-mortem meeting happening today? I coolly corrected that it is a Toastmasters meeting. My dear friend, that I acted a grammarian there also. As a grammarian, I have two responsibilities. Number one, to select a word of the day and to suggest everybody to use it. The word I chose is serendipity, SERENDIPITY, as in pity. It is a noun. The synonyms of serendipity is good fortune, happy accident, kismet. I thought that is a Hindi word. It's not. It's a Persian word. Kismet. People used to say, kismet acha hai, aapka kismet acha hai. So like kismet, good luck and happy chance. How do I use this serendipity word? In fact, today I got to know that. And I'm making it irrelevant to Toastmasters. It was only through pure serendipity that I met Mogapir Marvel's Toastmasters. You can applaud, please applaud. It was, again, I'm using it, I say it again, it was only through pure serendipity, that means luck, that I met Mogapir Marvel's Toastmasters. So it is very easy, although it looks, odd, but let's use it for this meeting and ahead also. My another responsibility is I listen carefully and make note of good usage and correctable usage, such as wrong pronunciation, choice of the incorrect verbs, etc. At the end of the meeting, I'll submit my detailed report when I am called upon to do so. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Thanks.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran. Thank you, and over to Toastmaster of the day.
You're on mute. You're on mute, Lakshmi.
I did not notice it. Sorry. Thank you, General Evaluator, for your brief and comprehensive explanation about their roles from your tag teams. So let's move on to the first session, that is the prepared speech session. So today, Toastmaster Sachin is giving his Pathways Dynamic Leadership Level 1 on the topic 5 super easy phone sales tips that work every time. And Toastmaster Ravindranath is the evaluator of his speech, I call upon Toastmaster Ravindranath on the stage to read the objectives of Toastmaster Sachin's speech.
Dear Toastmasters and good Asturians, good evening to all. And special good evening to my target speaker Sachin Landwala. And today my target speaker ready to give a speech on his dynamic leadership and the pathway. And the topic title is 5 super easy phone sales tips that work every time. The duration of the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. And the purpose of this speech is the project is to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. So, over to all the best, Sachin sir, and over to General Award. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I welcome Toastmaster Sachin. Your topic is 5 super easy phone sale tips that works every time. Good luck, Toastmaster Sachin.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day, Varshini, and Toastmaster Ravindranath for your encouraging words. It is in the year 2005. I was sitting in my office on a revolving chair with loads of inquiry forms and a dial phone. You know, earlier we used to have a dial phone. And I was an incumbent MBA thinking that I am going to rule the world. And I'm the best guy to do this work because I want to be the best salesperson. And I started my calls by picking up one of the inquiry forms in the Aptech office, which is one of the leading companies of that time. And I dialed the number on the inquiry form. And I just went blank. It was kaboom, like nothing was there in my mind. I was thinking so much I will say, so much things I'm going to speak, and I'm going to convince this customer, and I want to get it back in my office and make him pay the money that I want to get out of his pocket. But I was completely blank. I couldn't say a single word. And I was simply mumbling on the phone like, come up, come, yeah, this, that. You know, that day I understood that telephone call and telephone sales is not an easy thing. And you have to have a lot of understanding, lot of learning, lot of experience, lot of practice before you go and sit in front of a telephone and speak to a customer and convince him. So coming back to today's world, in today's world, when the sales people are distracted by technologies like email, social media, and all of the other technologies of the day, the phone still remains the best prospecting tools out there. Just think over it. Because all of your competitors are buying and trying to get in all the methods of connecting with your prospects. Your prospects are getting fewer and fewer prospecting calls than they received earlier. So today I'm going to teach you 5 super easy sales tips that will work every single time. Check it out. Tip number 1, call prospects early or late in the day. Your competitors are typically calling the prospect between 9 to 11:30 a.m. or between 1 to 5 p.m. This means the real opportunity to actually getting through your prospects realistically is in the early morning, that is before 8:30 a.m. or late in the evening, that is after 5:30 or 6 o'clock. Just think of the typical high level prospect. Are they there in the office in the morning? Are they there in the office in the evening? Absolutely. But who isn't there? The gatekeeper, right? Tip number 2, drop the enthusiasm. Nobody likes this. Hey, how are you guys? Nobody. It's time, while making the call, we completely drop the enthusiasm and just be genuine. Start the call with a simple opening. Keep the energy level low. You can start like this. Hey, Sachin, how are you? The prospect is immediately going to know that you are a salesperson. Second, you use a lot of false enthusiasm. Tip number 3, pattern interrupt. The key is when you're making a call initially is to bring your customer on phone and switch it on. You want to use the opening that is going to break the pattern where the prospect will think or you sound like a salesperson. Something that sounds like this. Hey Krishna, Sachin Pilaniwala here. Did I catch you in the middle of something else? Your prospect is not going to expect you to start with these words that sounds like that. Lowered energy and phrase in a way that is different. Tip number 5, have contingencies. So often you start the call and the prospect will be really busy and that you think that he'll be really doing a lot of work like typing or doing some lot of other work. And that their goal will be obviously to quickly get off the phone. If they want to get off the phone, be gutsy, hang in there. Have a contingency in place when they say that I'm in the middle of something important. Something along the line that you can say, Krishna, it sounds totally fair, but would it be okay if I take 30 seconds of you to tell you why I called you? And if it doesn't make any sense, then you could feel free to hang up. So this sounds okay. Your prospect is going to immediately be caught off guard and they're likely to give you the 30 seconds you want. Last but not the least, number 5, focus on challenges. Most salespeople start the sales course by talking about how great the company is, the product is, the service. Instead, switch it off. Start your call by telling your prospect 3 important challenges which your prospect faces. And if you see whether the prospect is also facing the same challenges, the prospect does not care about your product or services, but they care about the need to accomplish. So these are the 5 super easy phone tips that work each and every day. I want to hear from you which of these 5 tips you found most useful to you. With this, I hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day, Varshini. Have a nice day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. That was really an amazing and informative speech, which we all needed to know about these tips. So, as I was saying, I would like to continue that short story, not bit along. The potter took the bat and the statue and gave it to the king. So the king Kator was amazed and glad to see the kind and the generous act of the potter, and he asked him to open the bag. The bag was stuffed with lot of gold coins and note from the king. The king note said that the bag was a reward for moving the stone from the road. The potter was very happy, and the king also announced that the artist will take the contract to paint the kingdom that year. So, in this story, an obstacle which seems to be a problem for the rest of opportunity for poor artists. So, that's what happened in our life. These are many obstacles that we face in our lives. So, talks about the collaboration.
Thank you, Toastmaster Davi. And good evening to all, and special good evening to Toastmaster very well, target speaker. The purpose of this project is to learn or review basic research methods and present a well-organized, well-researched speech on any topic. And all the best to Toastmaster very well. Thank you. Over to you, PM Modi. You need to unmute. Lakshmi, you are on mute.
Hello.
Lakshmi is facing some technical issue. Whatever, you can start your.
Yeah, thank you. Uh, thank you. Thank you. And good evening, one and all person here. Can you tell me what does it determine the person getting a job or the promotion? A study from Harvard University says 85% it's because of the person attitude, and the 15% because of the intelligence and the knowledge. Yes, today I'm going to talk about the importance of attitude. There was a man who was selling balloon in the children's park. He used to sell the balloons in different colors, red, green, yellow, orange, etc. Whenever the sales goes down, he used to fill up helium gas into the balloon and release the balloon. The balloon goes up. When the children sees the balloons are going up, everyone wanted the balloon, and the sales also goes up. One day, the little boy was asking the salesman, if you release black color balloon, will it also fly? The salesman replied, son, it's not about the color of the balloon. It's about what is inside makes the balloon goes up. Yes, dear friends, it is what is inside on us makes us growing up in our life. We move on to the second story. There was a farmer in Africa whose name is called Hafix. He was happy and he was content. He was content, he was happy. And he was happy because he was content. One day, the wise man came to him and he told him about the glory of diamond. If you have a diamond the size of your thumb, you can buy the whole city. And if you have a diamond the size of your palm, you can buy the whole country. And he left. That night, the farmer could not sleep for the whole night. Next day morning, the farmer made some arrangements to sell his farm. And he went to search for the diamonds all over the city, country, even he ventured into the next country as well. Finally, he could not find anything. He drained out all his energy, physically, emotionally, and mentally. And he committed suicide. Back to the home, the new farmer who bought the farm was watering the cows and the camels on the farm. He saw the ray of sunlight hit on a small stone, and it was sparkling like a rainbow. He thought it would be better if I keep this stone on my living room. He kept that stone on the living room. In the evening, the wise man came and he saw the stone. He asked the new farmer, did Hafix return back? The old farmer. He said, no. Okay. So I saw there was a stone in your living room. I can realize it is a diamond. I mean, I can recognize it is a diamond. So the farmer told him, no, it is not a diamond. It is a small stone. Come with me, I will show you. There are many more such stones in my farm. He showed the stones in the farms. There are many more. They had a discussion and the argument. Finally, they sent those stones for the testing. And the test results came and it concluded it was a diamond. Yes, dear friends, the farm was indeed fulfilled with an acre of diamond. It happens in our life as well. The opportunity, the happiness, the serendipity is right under our own feet. we don't recognize it. So thanks for the opportunity. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you very well. I think PM Modi is now joined back.
Thangam, you can take it over. Toastmaster Thangam, you can take it over in the role of PM Modi.
Okay, evaluation. No problem. Yeah, now we will go to the third speaker of today's.
Hello. PM Modi has joined.
Vashini, you can, Toastmaster Vashini, you can speak. Toastmaster Vashini, you please unmute and then speak.
Are you able to connect Vashini?
Sir, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yeah, fine. So there are some network issues going on, so suddenly it got.
I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. The third speaker is Toastmaster Arun, Pathways Level 1 Motivational Strategies on the topic MSD. His evaluator Toastmaster Krishna to read his objective. I call upon Toastmaster Krishna to give it his objective.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vashini. Hope I'm heard.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So Toastmaster Arun is attempting his project 2 on level 1, and the project objectives are: the purpose of this project is the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, apply feedback to his second speech. The purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his first speech. So I'll be closely watching the positives and negatives of the speaker, and I'd like to wish all the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Arun. Over to Toastmaster.
Thank you so much, sir. I would like to call upon Toastmaster Arun. The topic MSD. Over to you. Good luck.
Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, "Dreams are something that you doesn't get in sleep, but dreams are something that does not make you sleep." Good evening, dear Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today, I'm here to discuss about one important topic. Each one of us have these beautiful dreams, grandiose dreams, that someday we want to see the world the way we want it to be, right? But most of the time what happens is we are confronted with the thought that this world is so huge and only me changing, how can it be the way it would be, right? So have you ever thought this way in your life? You had beautiful dreams.
Yes.
Right. I'm not alone here. So today I'm going to talk about 3 important words in my life that is driving me towards achieving this beautiful dream that I want to achieve. But before going on to reveal you what those 3 words are, let me tell you a story that is sharply etched in my heart. Once upon a time, there lived an old man, and this old man had an habit of going onto the beach whenever he sought inspiration to write his book. That day was no different. He went onto the beach, but he saw something really absurd, really strange. A young boy who was far away from him was trying to jump up and down and up and down. The old man got little curious to know what he was doing. He walked faster. As he walked closer to the boy, he noticed that this young boy was trying to pick something from the seashore and trying to put long into the sea, far into the sea. So he walked even more briskly to see what he was exactly doing. Then the old man realized the previous day was a storm and all the starfishes were pushed down into the seashore. And this young man was trying to pick the starfish and was throwing into the sea. The old man walked even more faster and got into closer proximity with the young boy. And he questioned the young boy, "Boy, what are you doing?" The young boy, who was breathing heavily, who had his heart pumping, was trying to say, "Old man, can't you see? The sun is going to be out in another 5 minutes. And if I am not throwing these starfishes into the sea, all these starfishes are going to die." The old man had a huge laugh and he said, "Young boy, there are hundreds and millions of starfishes on either side of you. And you just putting one of these starfishes into the ocean, how is this going to make a huge difference to this world? Don't you have anything useful to do?" This young boy immediately paused for a moment, bent down, took one of the starfish, showed it to the old man, threw it far into the ocean, and said, "Old man, I may not be able to change this world completely, but for this one starfish, I have made a huge difference. I have made a world of difference, and this is going to be alive today." My dear Toastmasters, the three-letter that I was referring to was make some difference. It's not MS Dhoni, it's make some difference. 15 years ago, when I was in my 10th standard and my family is economically little lower during that period of time, and I had difficulties in paying my tuition fee. And one of my school correspondent, he called me over and said, "Arun, what are you going to do next?" I said, "I wish to study in a school which is a little expensive, but I believe I could study much more and then I could get into a good college." He asked me how much is the fees, and I said, and he immediately wrote a check of rupees 17,000 rupees, handed it over to me and said, "All the best." That day, he made small difference, which is a world of difference to me. Today, I had gone into a good college, got into a good company because of that small difference that man did to me. And few months ago, I got an opportunity to work in the same school as a value education teacher. It was time for me to show gratitude, and what happened was really fantastic thing. So one of the girl in that class was really always sitting in the corner, and she was not outspoken. She was always trying to be away from the class. And one day I thought to ask her what was happening, and she had the courage to come in front of me and said, "Sir, my father lost his job few weeks ago, and the exam is approaching, and I do not have enough money to pay my tuition fee. I don't know what to do. I don't know whom to ask." I immediately wrote down a check for whatsoever money that she asked, and I immediately gave to her, which brought in an eyes full of tears, and it was rolling on her cheek, and she was shaking in her voice and said, "Thank you. Thank you very much, sir." That moment is one of the best moments of my life. I got an opportunity to make some difference in others' life, and I was happy. And I believe that little girl was happy as well. Have you ever been in a situation where one of your friend or one of your relatives got into a situation where They did not have any medical emergency, but they were seriously ill, and you happened to help them without any expectation. Have you ever been in a situation where one of your friend came in and helped you when you were so depressed, and you got an opportunity to do the same for the other person? Have you ever been in a situation where nobody expected you to help someone? During your birthday, you went on to an orphanage and gave all the thing that you wanted to give, like 3 meal a day or something like that? Dear Toastmasters, making some difference is very simple. You don't have to wait for the whole world to change. Making small difference in the people who are next to you is more than enough, and you can create a ripple effect, and you change the people around you as well to see the beautiful world that you wanted to see. Will you, Toastmaster of the Day?
So, hello everyone. Good afternoon, Toastmaster of the Day. Hello, Toastmasters and guests. I see two guests here, Hari Haran and Ram Pravesh. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
You are audible, Aishwarya.
So, Table Topics helps the members in impromptu speaking and also helps us think on our own feet. This helps us develop 4 vital communication skills, basically thinking, organizing, delivering, and most importantly, listening. So I have prepared a few interesting topics for today's table topic session, which will bring in some fun and also some thinking in all of us. So all the best to all the speakers. And to start with, I call upon Toastmaster Krishna Prasad. Toastmaster Krishna Prasad, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, sure. Sharing my screen right away. Is everybody able to see the screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Here's your topic, Toastmaster Krishna. Gemstones bring good luck. And the stage is yours.
Table Topic Master, thank you for giving me this topic. I would like to give more many kudos to you for giving me this topic, because I am basically a Brahmin who is born with Brahmin parents, and this topic is very near to me. I actually believe the gemstones could bring luck to us because of my parenting. I was always believing this. And one day, I went to one of the college to get an admission for my plus 2. That day, I couldn't get the seat because of my ranking or because of my percentage that I got. Then what happened? I have approached one of the astrologers who is near to my family and asked him, what can I do to get a seat in the plus 2 admission? I'm not able to get it. And that day, he gave me one of the gemstones, and he asked me to wear and go and attend the interview by wearing that gemstone. I went there, and unfortunately, I could not get the seat again. So, initially, I was believing that gemstones will make huge difference in our life. But it's not that gemstones will make huge difference. As previously mentioned, it is by Toastmaster Vadivelu, it is the attitude that makes the difference, or it is your attitude. But it's not about the gemstones, or it's not about what you are wearing here, or what is inside will make a difference other than what is outside. Thank you, Tabletop Master, for giving me this topic. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Krishna. It was a wonderful speech. And to move on to our second speaker, it's our president, Toastmaster Lakhbir. So here's another exciting topic for you. Here you go, Toastmaster Lakhbir. Believing the unbelievable. So superstitions, are they a myth or fact? So your thoughts on the same, please.
Myth or a fact? Believing the unbelievable, superstitions. So good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests present. Believing the unbelievable, superstitious myths or facts. Well, I am a very neutral person with this regard. Just a speech before this about gems. So I would like to show you, even I at one point of time believed, gems would not do anything, but somebody advised me. Then I, had one stone actually in my ring, and, it gave me some good luck. Then later on, there were some negative aspects also. So finally, a lot of confusion was going into my mind, and finally I took a call, what to do. And finally what I did, I bought this ring, which had 9 gems. So I thought, let me put all the gems put together, and let's see if there is some luck, it will come. If it's not there, it will not come. So it's superstitious is also like this only. People have a kind of a mindset. When they have a kind of a mindset, they believe in something and they start believing it, and it gets stronger and stronger into their mind, into their heads. So it becomes a part of their life. And if you don't believe it, it's nothing. It's all vague. So it's a both way. People who are believing it, let them believe it, but they should not be harming themselves in any aspects because of this belief. The strong point which I find in this is, people who are believing in something, let them believe it. People who are not believing should not believe it. But whosoever do whatever, they should not harm themselves or harm anybody or any person in the society or in the circle. So that's my point with regard to superstitions. Whether it is a myth or a fact. It's nobody's game, nobody knows it. Thank you. Over to you.
Yeah, that was a very neutral speech. Right. Thank you so much. And here comes another exciting topic for our next speaker, who is the Toastmaster Varshini. Is your connection stable, Varshini? Can we move ahead with you, or should I choose someone else?
Can you hear me now?
Your voice is still breaking. Is everybody facing the same issue?
Yes.
Your voice is still breaking, Varshini. Probably you could check on that while I call someone else as of now. Please check on that. I'll call you again. So let's move with, are the guests still there? I don't see any guests. Can somebody please help me with that? There was Ram Pravesh and Hariharan joined, but now I can't see them. All right, I don't see any guests as of now. So let us move with Toastmaster Sudandra Selvam, sir.
No, Aishwarya, you please give it to someone else.
All right, sir. Yeah, sure. Let's take our enthusiastic Toastmaster, grammarian Paul Bhaskaran, sir.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, always in, sir. Yes. Okay. Things happen in life for a reason or because of luck. So here are 2 images that says everything happens for a reason, and the other is a laughing Buddha, which is proven, which is believed to bring in good luck. So the stage is yours, sir.
Things happen in life for a reason or because of luck. I would go to things happen in life for a reason. My dear friends, luck favors those who help themselves, not otherwise. Okay, it reminds me to share with you our Toastmasters, wonderful Toastmasters, that a flood was threatening in a small village and people were running helter-skelter to safety, except one person who said, I have faith in luck. Luck will favor me. And everybody went away except this fellow. The water level started increasing. Jeep came for rescue. Again, he said, luck will favor me. Again, the water level rose up. Boat came for rescue. Sent them away also. And he moved to the second floor. There came a helicopter that he moved to terrace. There came a helicopter for the rescue. Hey, come on. He said, what he said is, luck will favor. My dear friends, finally what happened? The flood level increased and then he drowned and died. Finally, he went to see the makers. Everybody, after death has to see the makers of the human being. And he was shouting at the God, oh God, I believed in you. I believed in luck. But why did you drown me and die? What God said is, who do you think sent you the jeep, boat and the helicopter? My dear friend, never ever believe in luck or not God. Believe in yourself. Thank you very much for that.
Well said, sir. Thank you. So the next speaker is Toastmaster Ravindranath. So the stage is yours and the topic for you is, very sorry, just a minute. Your 2 cents on black cat crossing is brings bad luck. Toastmaster Ravindranath, the stage is yours.
Generally, this is related to good evening, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests, and special good evening to my table topic master. So generally, in our society, we have some belief strongly. When we are started at home, some black cat come in front of us, so we feel that something is bad. Or some video came, why you are move in front of her, so please come to home, sit for some time, then we can go. And when we are start from our home, sometimes sneeze also, they really warn us, they don't move and go and apply some turmeric water or some in front of God, you can salute like this. See, all these are simply these are feelings, the opinions of the people. Nowadays, the world is changed. Everything is depending on our attitude and our hard work and the way in what way we are thinking. A small black cat, how can change our future? How it is responsible for our bad luck? This is like these opinions. We are never believe it. Personally, I'm very devotional. I pray the God, but when that come to any aspect, 100% effort, 100% hard work, I will committed to do that, irrespective of any sentiments at all. So what I want to convey by this picture, we never blame any black cat or white cat. Whatever the organisms are there come in front of us, they're never responsible for our bad luck or our failure. Everything is depending on what they're inside, what our brother, what we will say that how helium can pull the balloon to the top. Whether you are in what color and you are in what height, you are in what attitude, that is nothing matter. But whatever there inside, that is very important. Then what come opposite to in front of you, that doesn't matter. Over to you.
Well said, sir. Well said. Thank you. And the next speaker is Toastmaster Vadivel. And the topic for you is here. One incident in your life that you believed happened only because of luck. either good luck or bad luck. But the image says good luck here, but the choice is yours, sir. Go ahead.
Thank you. So if you ask this at this moment to recall the incident which has happened because of luck or bad luck, at this moment, I mean, I believe that the successful person or the people who want to succeed, they don't wait for things to happen. They make the things happen. So I believe in this particular sentence at this moment. So I don't want to recall the incident. Even if I recall the incident, I believe it is not because of luck, good luck or bad luck. It's because of what I have done on that particular day, or what I carried out, or what was my thought process on that particular moment that made that particular incident. So that was the reason. Otherwise, in everything, whatever happened, it may be a good event or the bad event, whatever the event or the incident happening, it's because of how do we react to the situation. It's based on that. It is not based on luck or anything. That's my view about this particular topic. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Toastmaster Vadivel. Let's choose our next speaker. Toastmaster Arun, are you willing to take up the stage?
Sure.
Yeah. Here. Luck overrules self-confidence.
Toastmasters, thank you for the wonderful topic. Luck overrules self-confidence. Definitely no. Luck never overrules self-confidence, because I'm a person who really believe on one quote, which is, if you have breath, you can do anything in this world. As simple as that. If you have breath, you can do anything in this world, and there is nothing called good luck or bad luck in this world, because the more time and effort that you put on one thing, the more better you become. I've witnessed so many people in my life who has told me that they never believe in luck. One example that I can give you is MS Dhoni. MS Dhoni is one of the most successful people that I know, and like everybody who is watching it must be knowing MS Dhoni. And the recent article that I read was he has never shown his hands to astrologer in his whole life, and he says, I don't want an astrologer to determine my life. Rather, I know how to shape up my life and how I want my life to live. So basically, that's very simple. So you don't really have to worry about whether a good luck is going to be there, bad luck is going to be there, somebody is favoring me, somebody is not favoring me. Nothing is going to help you at all. As long as you know that the steps that you are putting in at the right direction, the process that you are going through, the journey that you are going through, whether you are enjoying the journey, whether you have the right goal set in for the short term, whether you have the right goal set in for the long term, and whether each of the decisions that you have taken in your life, whether it may be a small decision like choosing your breakfast, whether you want to go out with your friends, or choosing it to have in your family, small decisions that you take in your life shape up your future. So to conclude, I say I never believe in good luck or bad luck. I always wanted to say that you have a goal, you work towards your goal, you believe in your hard work and efforts, and you would succeed, and you always would be one of the most successful person in the world. Over to you, Table Topic Master.
Great, Toastmaster. For the next speaker, I would like to call upon our counter Toastmaster Bharat. Toastmaster Bharat, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. Here's your topic. Namology and numerology. This is very famous. So I've given some few names, and here are some numbers. So the stage is yours.
Thank you for the topic, Priya. So I really personally experienced with numerology and numerology. So after finishing my +2, I just came to Chennai to pursue higher studies. So I was wondering if you choose the courses that are like whether to go to life science graduation or to be like BCom computer science graduation. At the time, so my grandfather recommended to go for numerology. Let's go there and let's have a thing and let's look for your future and all. So I couldn't. I don't have much idea on that. Like I just went by my grandfather's opinion, and we just saw the numerology and all. He said so you'll be shining and you'll be going in computer science field and all the stuff of things he told me. When after that, like so surprisingly the things he told it is quite opposite to that. Like I've been to life science. So from that point I stopped believing in numerology or like numerology and then later coming to numerology also. So there people started saying that like this numerology and it's quite relevant to numerology and numerology. Your name should there should be specific characters and numbers to be matched so that it will follow your life. So it's purely your hard work and your ability and your capability, not about nothing to do with astrology. If at all we look, there are astrology, there are many different kinds of astrology. Like there is Nadivyasham and like and numerology and kinds of other things also. So which may not be, these people may not agree. The bunch of people in numerology may not agree their thing, and it is quite different opinion. So definitely we should not agree or like maybe like there should be hard work some with minimal luck, so we will be able to hit our goals or things. So that with that I conclude. So everyone not to go with your luck, but also you try your hard work. Hard work never fails you, never gives up your hand. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Guru. For the next speaker, we're running out of speakers for today. There are very less number of participants. All right, let's call upon Toastmaster Sachin. Sachin sir, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Here's a debatable topic for you. I'm sorry. Sorry. Your inclination to luck occurs the most when something good happens or bad happens in life. So do you complain when something bad happens in your life? Do you blame it on luck? Or if something good, you just tell it is because of my hard work or it's just because of good luck? The stage is yours.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and Table Topic Master Aishwarya. So we have a very strong inclination towards blaming others. And what better than stars and what better than luck? But I have always resisted from doing that because I feel that luck favors the brave. And the people who are ready to work for themselves and the people who are ready to put in the extra effort and walk the extra mile, luck favors them. You have to be on your toes. You have to be always there, working towards your goals, as some of our Toastmaster friends spoke before. And I, at one point, believe that luck is created by us. Luck is not there. So luck is something which, people like Bill Gates got when they got into the industry at the right time. That was luck. Luck was when Elon Musk tried to make the electric car and started the X Space of venture. That was luck because nobody was making it then. Luck was when in his car with his dog and wife, Jeff Bezos created that website which sold books because nobody was selling books on web. So the luck is something which we create for ourselves. So I believe that instead of blaming others, instead of blaming the luck, let us create the luck. And when we create the luck, we will be ourselves to be blamed, nobody else. Thank you, Toastmaster and Table Topic Master of the Day, Aishwarya. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sachin. The next speaker is obviously Toastmaster Tangam, as you're the only person left for today. So, Toastmaster Tangam.
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening. The topic for you is referring to stars to start a business or fix up an auspicious event or to start something good. So people generally refer to stars, they consult with an astrologer or they look it up themselves. So your thoughts on the same piece?
Yeah. Good evening, Toastmasters and Table Topic Master, for giving me referring to the stars to start a business and fix up on Actius event. Yeah, since I have started my career with private organization, being an employee, not in a business, but referring to stars, that has matched only for my marriage only. So this started to match my to start with the stars. So actually, what happened when I was being engaged, my parents were trying me to engage in marriage process. They vetted all the process of the stars only. First, they engaged to see the stars. So I have a star, and my wife also had a same star. But what happened while I was working in on company called Sterlite Industries, so they thought that this area, this company would not be suitable for me. So my wife was first rejecting my proposal. My proposal is my star with the proposal. So next what happened is that due to this star combination, everything, I suddenly got a new job within a week of time. And I was in Sterlite Industries. Within a week of time, I have been interviewed and selected in Chennai, Star of Limited. So I see that this stars plays a lot in my life. Not in a business role, in my marriage role, it has been engaged a lot. And thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster Aishwarya. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tangam. I have one last topic that is open to the floor. It's a debate. So I need one believer of luck and one believer of fate or destiny. So please show up your hands. Even if you've spoken already, it's okay. Please come forward. Any two people. One believer of luck. All right, Toastmaster Tangam, are you okay? Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster Tangam is coming forward to speak up for believer of luck. I need one person who is a believer of destiny or fate.
I do.
All right, Varshini. Yeah, so I'll just put up the screen here and the stage is yours. It's a debate for 2 minutes. So Toastmaster Tangam and Toastmaster Varshini, please start your debate.
Okay, so you start.
Yeah. Thank you once again, Toastmaster Aishwarya. So I am being the believer of luck. So the situation is for me like I had to join my son in Mukapet DAV school. So something what happened is that I have only 2 days or 3 days left to join him. I need to, at the starting of the day, at the starting of the form collection day, I come to know the surprise that with the kilometer radius, I have to be there with the patient card mentioning that I am in the locality near the Mugapet in Purnamalli. I did some magic and I made myself in a ration card, and my parents was telling, I was just proudly telling that, see, I have done. Father and mother told me only one word, that it's not because of you, it's because of my son, luck only you have got this seat. So that time only I realized that there is some luck is also going around. So that time I have started believing on luck. So now it's over to Varshini. Thank you.
You can speak for or against that.
No, actually, I just accept the thing which he told, but it is not only, it depends upon the luck, it depends upon your hard work and determination towards the work which you want to pursue. So what happened to me was, I was like, after I completed 12th grade and I was started to apply for the colleges in and around in Chennai. So what happened is I applied for MOP, Stella Maris and WCC colleges. So my dad ruined my college life. So he applied some nameless college, and I thought something like, you should, the thing is, you should enjoy your work, and you should enjoy the time space which is given in that stipulated years which we have once to enjoy them. So there I face, it's not about the bad luck or good luck, so it is about the decision which was taken. So it was me like, wherever you study or wherever you pursue your degree, it doesn't gives you good luck or bad luck. It's about you, how you do it with your own goodness. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, both of you. The debate was new, and I hope we kind of practice it every week or sometimes maybe. It actually goes 1 point here and 1 point there, and that way it will be more fun, is what I believe. So probably next time we can try that way. And this way was also fun. So thank you for participating, everybody. Timer, can I please get all the qualified people for this table topic session? Timer, Tejasvi?
Yeah, actually, all the speakers are qualified for the table topics session.
Yeah. Over to you, Toastmaster of the Day, Varshini.
Thank you so much, Aishwarya. That was very much interesting, and the debate session was very outstanding and all. And yeah, meanwhile, I would like to highlight the names of few people who overcome the obstacles in life and also achieved a great success. It was Walt Disney who overcame the poverty and became the world's leading producers and providers of entertainment. He was Abraham Lincoln, who overcome the chronic depression in life and served as the President of America in his life. So she was Helen Keller, who was the first blind deaf person to earn bachelor degree in arts and became a prominent author, activist, and lecturer. And he is Nick Vujicic, who is having a rare disorder of absence of arms and legs, but is a swimmer and a motivational speaker. And there are a lot many more. You know, we can keep on listing out many people who have achieved a great success, which doesn't depends upon the good luck or bad luck. It depends upon their hard work and determination towards their future. So eventually, there were obstacles who might lead to opportunities if we face them. Else, a problem to move forward towards our dream if we don't face them at all. Now, let's start with the last session of the day, that is the feedback session. I would like to hand over to the general evaluator, that is Toastmaster Selvam. Your stage is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the Day. Once again, good evening to all. Let us commence with the evaluation of the prepared speeches. I would like to call upon our first evaluator, Toastmaster Ravindranath, who will be evaluating Toastmaster Sachin's speech.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, and I think no guest. Special good evening to my target speaker, Sachin sir. Today, a target speaker gave a good speech, and it was more familiar to everyone, because nowadays the entire world is run by the help of the mobile. And he started his speech with a good beginning. And I think the title itself grabbed the attention of all the audience. The 5 super easy phone sales tips. I think this can be attract all the audience. And he gave it a good beginning, like how he was troubled to explain the importance of mobile while he was completed his MBA. And come to the body of the speech, gave 5 tips. They're very easy and very easily understandable, and it can help to the sales of the particular mobiles. And as a evaluator, I could not repeat those 5 points because I'm mostly focusing on how he was delivered, how he was project his speech. His body language was good, have a good eye contact. And I think the topic is interest. Everyone is easily connected to that. All audience have aware of that. So that was come to the body of that. And come to the some roof of the suggestions, because its speech can be improved from good to better. That's what some recommendations I need to give here. And while you are preparing any speech, you have 3 segments in that. That is introduction, the body, and taking great conclusions. Today in your speech, you immediately start regarding the cell phone and rush into 5 tips how to improve the sales, and you conclude. That's one more point. I think the next speech we can make it 3 segments. The second one is there is a transition. While you are discuss any points, there is a need to gap. We need to give some gap from point to point. For every point, you can be add one example how effectively, or you can face, or you have any experience, or you have a lesson about that can be somewhat better to better flavor can be added to your speech. But that alone is missing. And I need to suggest some vocal clarity you need to improve a little bit. And every speech and with a great conclusion. Of course, today you are mentioning a conclusion, focusing on challenges, and that's a great conclusion here. But if you're always and with a strong conclusion, that can be support your speech. I hope in the next speech can we add all these recommendations, except that your speech is very good. I hope more speeches can be come from you. Forward to PM Wood. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Ravindranath, for your detailed and very nice report. Your report has brought out the speaker's strength and suggestions, which is a good sign for further improvement. Thank you once again. Now, I would like to call upon the second speaker, second evaluator, Toastmaster Thangam, for providing the evaluation report of Toastmaster Vadivel's speech.
Yeah, thank you, General Evaluator Toastmaster Selvam sir. And once again, a special good evening to my target speaker, Toastmaster Vadivel. Today, Toastmaster Vadivel took us with an informational journey, anchored with a very relevant message. So let's see how the fair he performed. Well, at the first, I like the use of your storytelling to convey a very relevant message. Stories are very emotional glues that connected the audience with your idea. You started with your question, what makes you promote? So your project objective demands on selecting the project title, that is the addressing topic selection strategies, and you have to do some research method and you have to deliver a well-organized speech. So in that, you connected what makes you promote with a research saying that 85% is of the employees are promoted not on their intelligence or knowledge, only based on their attitude. So this research data is compelling or adhering to your project objective, and you connected to your speech title. But I have some area of improvement for your speech. So since you have given a very satisfactory storytelling things, and suggestions for you is your project objective demands on research and information. With 85% is an attitude. You narrated the story of a balloon character and this diamond. So, but research could have been little depth on every year employees' performance excellence, or a few words of a HR on appraisal, connecting with good attitude people. So those kind of research value, which adds the data in your script of your story. So that if you focus on your opening and body and conclusion, this research would have been a well-organized structure. So that is my point, my first point, Vadivel. And the second thing I would suggest to Toastmaster Vadivel is it's a good or bad luck today that we missed to hear a funny script in your speech. So we all love to have a smile and fun in our Toastmaster speech. So please script your speech, even though it's a research topic, try to connect some funny things. So overall, storytelling capability is good with Vadivel, and the script preparation, and only focus on the conclusion part. Your focus area is achieving on your project objective. So to achieve your project objective, which will improve your project level 1 expectation and excel in upcoming pathways project completion. Thank you, and over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Thangam. You have highlighted the areas of improvement of the speaker and also highlighted the assets and liabilities of the speaker, which will definitely improve the speaker's skills. Your report was wonderful. Thank you. Now I would like to call upon our third evaluator, Toastmaster Krishna Prasad, to submit the evaluation report of Toastmaster Arun Kumar's speech.
Thank you, General Evaluator, for giving me chance to speak on Toastmasters Arun Kumar's speech. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. Toastmaster Arun has delivered a wonderful speech on little things that can make difference. The message he tried to give is to make a difference in someone else's life. You need not be a brilliant, or you need not be beautiful, or you need not be perfect. But just only one thing that is required: you need to be care. You need to have that ingredient from yourself is care. During his speech, to prove his point, he has used 3 stories. One is a hypothetical story and a couple of his personal stories. Let us see what went fine during his speech. The title, I was amazed with the title that he has chosen for this topic, MSD. I was enthusiastically waiting to hear about Mahendra Singh's Dhoni. But in my view, he has delivered a better speech than what everybody knows about Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I'm a firm believer of Mahendra Singh Dhoni. I would like to coin MSD as not only as Mahendra Singh Dhoni, but also make some difference. Indeed, he has made a huge difference to our cricket lovers. He started off, let us go back to what went fine. He started off the story with Abdul Kalam's quote, wherein I'm very much glued to hear how to achieve the dreams. And I thought the speaker is going to talk about the dreams, but slowly we're tuned towards how to achieve and how to change that, how to make a difference. Thirdly, towards the end of the speech, make some difference is not a difficult. It should start with you, which was very well done. He has used a couple of stories from personal life, which I have very well liked about it. Coming to the improvement point, you can improve on the organization of the speech. When you're reading a book, first you come across a preface, and then second the content. And if you can just brief about what you're going to talk, it will give speaker can be, listener can be very well prepared what is expected from you, out of you. So you are going to talk about the hypothetical story or a couple of stories of personal life, then you can tell about that or whatever is apt for the speech. And the second improvement point that I wanted to give, I guess you need to work upon the expression. When you are facing a difficult situation, or when your father lost his job, you cannot be delivering a speech in a monotonous way. When there is a very, very difficult situation, at least you need to give some pauses if you cannot bring hypothetical expression. Overall, the speech was very well organized and a good opening, good ending. If you can improve the body of the speech and the improvement points that I've talked about, it will be a great speech. Go to General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Krishna. Your report was comprehensive and you have suggested some pros and cons which will improve upon the speaker speech. It's really a very nice report. Thank you. We are now done with the evaluation round and we shall move on to the reports of the tag team. To start with, let us call the timer of the day, Toastmaster Tejasvi, for her report.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Just a second, I'll share my screen. All the speakers except Toastmaster Vadivel in his prepared speech did not meet all the speakers are qualified except Toastmaster Vadivel who did not meet the 5-minute time limit. In the prepared speeches section, we have first Toastmaster Sachin, who took 5 minutes and 56 seconds. And we have Toastmaster Vadivel, who took 4 minutes and 42 seconds. And we have Toastmaster Arun, who took 7 minutes and 26 seconds. In the table topic session, we first have Toastmaster Krishna Prasad, who took 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Toastmaster Lakhbir, who also took 2 minutes and 3 seconds. And then we have Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran, who took 1 minute and 58 seconds. And we have Toastmaster Raja Ravindranath, who also took 1 minute and 58 seconds. Then we have Toastmaster Vadivel, who took 1 minute and 19 seconds. And we have Toastmaster Arun, who took 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And we have Toastmaster Bharat, who took 2 minutes and 7 seconds. And we have Toastmaster Sachin, who took 1 minute and 38 seconds, and Toastmaster Tangam, who took 1 minute and 29 seconds. In the evaluation session, we had Toastmaster Raja Ravindranath, who took 2 minutes and 54 seconds, Toastmaster Tangam, who took 3 minutes and 5 seconds, and Toastmaster Krishna Prasad, who took 3 minutes and 12 seconds. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tejasvi.
Yeah,
You have
I think Toastmaster Vadivel is also qualified. 4 minutes 42 seconds.
4 minutes. He took 4 minutes and 42 seconds.
30 seconds is grace period. I hope it's correct.
Sorry?
30 seconds is plus or minus grace period. So
No. The grace period applies only if the speaker overview the meeting.
Okay, then okay. Sorry. Okay.
Thank you, Toastmaster Tejasvi. You have presented your report nicely and also explained the importance of the timing in the public speaking. Thank you. Let us call upon the all-counter reporter of the day, Toastmaster Bharat, for his report.
Thank you, General Level, for giving me the opportunity. Good evening once again. It's my pleasure to listen all your speeches. All are marvelous. So I will share the report now, believing this feedback will give you a good luck. So are you able to see my screen? Hello? Are you able to see my screen? Yeah.
Yes, Bharat.
Yeah. So I have segregated into two slides, like one has prepared speeches and second is table topic session speeches. Earlier it was one slide which I was giving. So our counter, like Sachin has used 0 count and Varshini has used 1. So although it is in the beginning it is little seeable voice from her, like I could able to get only 1 to this thing from her. And Vadivel is 1, Arun 0, Aishwarya 0, Ravindra used 1 R, Tangam used 2 R, Kepi used 1 R. And going back to table topic report, Lakhbir used 1 and 1 pass, Kepi used 1, Paul Bhaskaran 0, Ravindra used 2 R, Vadivel used 2, Arun used 1, myself used 1, Sachin used 1 R, Tangam used 2, Varshini used 1. So with that, back to you, General Level.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. You have rightly pointed out the usage of filler and repeated words during the speech, and your comments were presented in a graphical manner. Thank you. Now let us call upon the grammarian of the day, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran, for his report.
Yeah, thank you very much. Okay, can we all unmute, please? Can we all unmute? And say loudly, serendipity.
Serendipity.
Yeah, well, wonderful. That means 4 plus 6 times, 16 times, 20 times. Let's applaud for that. Serendipity is nothing in the name, in place of good luck, good fortune, you can make use of it in future also, no problem. And theme of the day was used 10 times, and the baby is also, the Krishna Prasad baby also clapping. Great. Superb. Let's applaud for that. Those who used good usages I found out are presentable, privilege and pleasure, amazing artist, thrive and function, brief and comprehensive, be genuine, contingency, last but not the least, what is inside makes us grow. That's a wonderful phrase. We all take it away. And the glory of diamond, grandiose dreams, wonderful word. Absurd, proximity, world of difference, MSD, new, the new concept, make some difference, wonderful. Ripple effect, let's create the luck. And chronic depression, rare disorder, tuned towards monotonous, pros and cons. Let's applaud for those who use these words. Please applaud. Please never fail to applaud. Yeah, great. And during my observation, I found out some correctable usages also. Please make a note of it. Moving on with the, instead of moving on with the, moving on to the. And it is in the year 2013. It was in the year of 2013. It's gone past. One of the call, yeah, and it has to be one of the calls. Always make a note of it. One of the means, the following should be plural. Instead of this and that, you can ideally professionally say etc. These and that, no, etc. Just put a full stop over there. Last but not okay. And back to the home. The to the is not required. Back home. And confronted. It has to be confronted. Pronunciation. Yeah, really, once is enough. Once really is enough. Yeah. And again, one of the best moments, it has to be one of the best moments. One of your friends, somebody said, one of your friends. All right. Harming. It has to be R is silent, harming. Yeah. And we are never believed. The R is not required. We never believe, or we are never believing. It has to be like. And lot many more. You can use it a lot more or many more. For an example, lot more opportunities we have, or many more opportunities we have. Either of it. Topic is interest. Don't say topic. It is of topic is of interest to the audience, or it is an interesting topic. Otherwise, my dear friends, I enjoyed being a grammarian for the Mogape Marvels. Definitely, it was a serendipity that I took up the grammarian. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran. You have highlighted the good usage of words, phrases, and correct usage of grammar, and nicely commented on the theme of the day. Thank you once again. Now I will present my general evaluation report. Meeting started little late. However, all the sessions have been concluded within the specified time as per the agenda, and there will be a little delay in concluding the meeting. Very good opening remarks by the president. He has also introduced the guest, Mr. Arun, and he has managed to inspire and motivate all the audience. Toastmaster of the day has nicely explained the purpose of the meeting, gave an overview about the theme in detail, and engaged, also entertained all the participants. However, there was some network problem. All the role players have explained their roles very well. Speech evaluators have prepared their detailed reports and gave their commendations and recommendations to each of the speaker very nicely. Today's table topics were easy to understand, fun, and very entertaining about the table topic luck. The table topic session was a good mix between all the participants. There was no guests participated in the table topic. Timekeeper comments were very clear, presented nicely, and also he explained the importance of time in public speaking. Our counter reporter had also brought out the importance of avoiding filler repeated words, and his comments were presented clearly. Finally, grammarian has made his comment on the word of the day. He had very nicely brought out the importance of good grammar in public speaking, and his comments were very nicely presented. Thank you. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you so much for your wonderful and comprehensive, detailed version of your general evaluation report. So it's time to call up for the best speaker and the best role player. And can you just poll on the thing? Like, can I call you for
Yes.
Sergeant Thomas?
Yes, I'm launching the poll now.
Yeah. Sorry. I hope everyone polled it and submitted. It's time actually. I just wanted to tell one thing. Please applaud for Tejasvi to take up the role in that last minute. It was very encouraging and very responsive role you played. And the meeting has took a bit late today, but also all the speakers have done their role at their best. It's not about if you win or lose, you can learn something new in each and every meeting. So this is the thing which I follow. So thank you so much for your wonderful session, and I hope you all enjoyed. So I'm really sorry for a bit network issues which has been distracted in middle. So, and I would like to give back the session back to the president of the day, Toastmaster Lagbir sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Vashini. It was a wonderful meeting, but as I speak more about this meeting from my side, I would request Sergeant at Arms Toastmaster Thangam to release the winner's name from his side.
Yeah, let me 1 minute, I will just complete. You can carry on the guest.
So in the meantime, we have one guest today from Wordsmith, Toastmaster Arun, and I would request him to give his feedback, and I would wish to have his feedback about the meeting.
Hi Lagbir, good to be back in Mogape Marvels after a long time. So I've always tried to come back to Mogape Marvels to get some other clubs experience as well. So I thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. Yes, there was a bit of glitch, but it is always there is always room for improvement, and we can definitely do it better in the next time. But all the other things were really good, and a good evaluations and good GE report. I really thoroughly enjoyed the meeting. I also take this opportunity to welcome all the Mogape Marvels members to come and participate in Chennai Wordsmiths as well. As you all know, Chennai Wordsmiths is the sponsor club for the Mogape Marvels. If you are not knowing it, please do come in, step in there and take up roles, and we would be glad to have you as guests. Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. And a round of applause for him. And rather, I would like to have a big round of applause for a so successful 85th meeting of Mogape Marvels. So big round of applause for all of us. I think wonderful job done by all of you. not only the Toastmaster of the day, General Evaluator of the day, and Aishwarya as well, taking up the role first time. I think big round of applause for Aishwarya, taking up the TT Master roles for the first time. And she did it so well. And over here we have now the winners. Winners on the screen. So Toastmaster Aishwarya, table topic role. Yes. A big round of applause. Yes. Toastmaster Thangam, you're announcing the results as well? Yes. So best tag player goes to? Wow. It's Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran. A big round of applause.
Thank you very much. Thank you all.
Next. Best role player goes to none other than Toastmaster Aishwarya. Big round of applause for her. And taking up the role for the first time. Awesome. Very good.
Language.
Best evaluator goes to Toastmaster Thangam. Wow. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Thangam as well. And the best TT speaker goes to? Oh, thank you so much for everybody for me. Thank you so much. So congratulations to all the winners of this meeting number 85. And I would especially like to take one.
The best speaker.
Best speaker.
The best speaker is still left. Okay. Oh, the main part is left. The best speaker goes to Toastmaster, none other than Toastmaster Arun. Big round of applause for Arun, and it was a wonderful speech given by him. Thank you and congratulations to all the winners. I think all the speeches, prepared speeches were awesome, very well evaluated by the evaluators, and tag team player was good as well. Special mention of Tejasvi once again taking up the role surprisingly of the timer role, and she definitely needs a big round of applause. And I think we have come to close of one more successful meeting like every week. And now give me 1 minute time to put the screen on. Yes, I adjourn this meeting till 29th August 2020. Thank you so much, everybody. And it's time for networking now. Everybody can unmute and everybody can be on the camera now so that we are able to take a good pictures as well. Like last time, not like last time. Last time was, I'll not repeat the same thing. You can have your front face only. AP, I'm not seeing you. Bharat and yes, with this I take a good pic with everybody on. Bharat, I am not seeing you. Bharat, okay. Hi,
yeah, sorry.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you. And we are open for networking now.
There was a comment by Varshini saying it was a bad luck for me closing the speech by 4 minutes before 5 minutes. But it's again, no, it's an area of improvement for me. Next time, if I don't get a green signal, I'll have to make sure I'll have to fill up those minutes, those seconds with some topic. Some sentence over it, right?
Yes, sir. And alternatively, you can also record your speech during your rehearsal so that you are sure that you are crossing that 5 minutes mark. So it's always better to have about 6 minutes of speech so that even if you miss out certain things, you still be able to do it like 5 minutes or so. So 6 minutes of structuring would be good enough. Sometimes if we speak more, we can be closer to 7:30, and if we are speaking less, we can be closer to 5 minutes. So,
yeah. So when I was practicing, it came more about 5 to 6 minutes time. But when I was delivering it on today's meeting, I'm not sure how it. I ran little bit faster than when I was practicing it. When I was practicing it, like preparing it, I was speaking a bit slow. I was giving spas in many places. I think that might have been.
Toastmaster Paul Bhaskaran.
Yes, yes, please.
Is it a virtual background or a real background? I can't make it out. Is it a virtual or a real?
It's virtual. In fact, me and Arun tried. That time it did not work. It's all marvelous luck. It works very well. And I have to comment on TT speakers, TT Master. You did wonderfully. The language proficiency was awesome. Language, we all have to learn from you the language proficiency. Simply simple. And the TT's topic can be little, shorter. Yeah. Immediately, the moment you look at it, you have to grasp it and then start speaking. Like otherwise, even the reading the topic itself is reading this.
Oh, Aishwarya, you were keeping us in a suspense. Sure. Your screen was appearing almost after. So we were in suspense, what topic. But that was good, that suspense was.
Thank you all for your encouragement.
So I would like to request all the Toastmasters here. We have a joint meeting with NDG Toastmasters, which is a Toastmasters club in Canada. So we have the meeting on 30th August, which is on Sunday, 6:30 to 8:30. So it would be great if you can all participate as well. So we get an opportunity to see the other world, how they are doing their Toastmasters meeting, and how we can probably get something to learn from them as well. We can show our strength as well. Let's say.
Yeah.
I take this opportunity to invite each one of you.
Thank you very much, Arun, for this information.
Thanks, Arun.
Yeah. I'll send out the invite as soon as it's ready.
Yes.
Thank you.
When is your contest, Arun?
Contest is on Saturday, 29th, but probably we would be going with semi-finals and finals, as we have about 13 to 14 contestants. Anything over 10 is the district has requested members to have semi-finals. So we probably would be going like August 29th, September 5th, and September 6th, 3 days.
Okay. Right.
So your renewals has started. I did not see that announcement from you, Lagbir. So the renewals are open now.
Yeah. These are open. Yeah. We are working over it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. So,
okay. Thank you so much, everybody. And let's call up the day. Thank you so much for joining, and let's come back once again next Sunday. Meet you on next Sunday. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.